Hey everyone, it's the Gimp from THC Digest. I just wanted to make a quick video about growing elite marijuana. It's a guide that I've been using for a while, and I recommend to anyone who's going to be growing. But I just wanted to talk about specifically why I think people should get it and how it's helped me out. Um, when I think about trying to buy something for my grow, I try and ask, is this going to give me a return? In other words, if I spend money on it, say I spend, well, for the guide it's $60, am I going to get $60 worth of value back from it? And for me, I've gotten way more than that from the guide. And there's so many reasons to get this guide, but I'm going to focus on the two that really I think are the biggest ones. The first one is the amount of time you're going to save. For me, when I started out growing, um, I think most people, when they start, they're just going around looking for information on the internet, um, trying to see what other people are saying. I was looking on websites and going on forums, seeing what other people had to say. But the problem with that is it can be just so confusing because there's so much information and there's so many perspectives about people saying what's right and what's wrong. And growing elite marijuana gives a clear-cut picture of what's going to work. When you reference that guide, you know that the information in there is going to be good. At least I know from experience because my first two grows were complete miserable failures. And it was because I was just getting so overwhelmed with what all the information I was finding that I wasn't able to pull out the real valuable things that I needed to know. And because of that, my plants were dying at the end, and I basically wasted 8 months of growing because I was making mistakes and doing the wrong things. So after that happened, I decided that I was going to try to get a guide that was going to show me what I needed to do so that I didn't mess up again. And so after a lot of research, I found growing elite marijuana. And since I bought that guide, um, I've had successful growth every single time. And each time, my yields have gotten better and better. So the guide has definitely provided the value there. And I just think about if I had bought the guide at the very start, and I probably could have succeeded my very first time. And if I had done that, I wouldn't have wasted 8 months of growing time. 8 months of growing time, because I wasn't getting any yield, that meant I was still buying my marijuana. And I was spending about $50 a week. So 8 months, we'll just say that's 32 weeks. 32 weeks at $50 a week, that's over $1,500. I could have saved myself $1,500 by spending $60 up front. But because I wanted to try and get everything for free, I think it actually ended up being in my detriment. So the other main thing is because it's $60, another way you can look at it is that how is it going to affect your yields? So in my state, in Washington, prices around here are about $10 a gram. So for the price of the guide, which is $60, I could get 6 grams of marijuana. Um, Actually, the price is 57, but we'll just say $60 to make it easier. And so, if you're able to learn anything from this guide, if you're in my position where the prices are relatively the same, if you're able to learn information that will allow you to grow 6 more grams of marijuana, which isn't much at all when you start growing. I mean, my last grow I got 9 ounces, which is over 200 grams. So, um, so if you're able to get just 6 ounces more out of your grow from the information you get from this guy, it's paid for itself. And I'm sure that you'll get way more bonuses to your yield from this guy. And you might be growing 2 or 3 ounces more each grow because of the information that's in there. It just gives you a very clear look at the entire process, and you don't have to get confused by conflicting stories or differing perspectives. You know it's going to work. So that's what I really like about it. Um, the other thing, and the last thing, is that it's guaranteed. If you go to the site or where you can buy it, they say at the bottom that there's a 100% guarantee. So if you're after some time period, I think it's 30 days, that you decide it's a big pile of shit, then you can just get rid of it. You can get all your money back. So really, there is no loss for any person to buy it. Um, like I said, for me, it's been a real lifesaver. It's made all the difference. If I had to guess, it's probably given me or saved me, um, or would have if I bought it from the start, maybe $2,000, $3,000. So I don't know many investments in the world where you can pay $60 and get back 2 or 3,000. And that's a pretty good investment. So I think if you're going to grow and you're going to be serious about it, it's best just to get all the information you need in one place, and you know it's backed up by experience. And Growing Elite Marijuana is that guide. So if you want to get it, you can click on my link below. I have a link that takes you to the site where you can buy it. Again, you can read more about it on the site. You can see all of the topics it has. It has over 700 pages of stuff, so it covers pretty much every topic that you could ever want. Um, I do have a free guide which talks about the way I do things, but if you deviate from what I'm doing at all, um, you definitely want to get this guide, because if you run into any challenges, um, this thing is going to be able to tell you what to do and how to solve the problem. I might not be able to, and someone on the internet might not be able to. So again, if you're going to grow and you really want to make sure you're successful and do everything you can to make sure that happens, and then buying this guide is definitely the way to do it.